Hello folks, I'm 𝘬𝘬𝗧𝗏 and welcome to Minecraft. This is a new series for the channel and my first foray into edited content, so if you enjoy the video, please, especially for the first video in this series, don't forget to like and comment for algorithmic goodness and general encouragement. A couple of pieces of information to start you off. This is a heavily modded multiplayer world to share with some friends. We started about a day ago, but otherwise I will endeavor to bring you along for the pertinent parts of this journey. The mod pack used for the server is Mr. Beardstone's Create Perfect World mod pack, accessed through CurseForge, and it sure is great. I'm still learning it, but I look forward to sharing the adventure with you. So, without further ado, let me bring you up to speed. We started off, as anyone does, we punched a tree, we made ourselves a selection of tools, and we headed north to what I'm calling the Peanut Bowl. We did an awful lot of mining on the surface, deep underground, and we even stumbled upon an ancient city, which I've never seen before. And yeah, my friend fell down. Fun times, more of that to come. So that brings us today, where I was lucky enough to find a monster spawner just above where we were mining at the bottom of the map. I made my way in and lit it off. And then found the creepy, crawly, very dark biome, where I farmed for some XP because we needed it to enchant a pick and a shovel. And that's allowed me to do some terraforming in order to do my next project, which we will do live, which is to build a cabin. So to pick a palette, I think I've come up with this just on the fly. Now we have a lot of deep slate from all the deep mining we've done. So we're going to use deep slate for the foundation, maybe the first floor, use some stripped oak logs for beams, and birch planks for the wall material. I think that'll look fine, and we do have a selection of mods, including chipped and the create the stuff, all kinds of stuff. This is sophisticated backpacks, but if we go into chipped, you can see there's just many varieties. What is the chisel one? What it's called? Rechiseled. Similar kind of thing. So yeah, we'll have lots of variety for all of our blocks, and we'll have a go at it and try and make it all pretty like. So without further ado, let's start building. Let's start laying out a foundation. I haven't quite decided if I want to go too tall on the walls. By too tall, I mean like having a base like this. I think we'll just make the whole bottom out of this deep slate brick, which is a rechiseled, whatever it was called. It's from that mod, and just made with basic deep slate, cobbled deep slate. We've run out already, which is not a really great sign, but we have lots of deep slate. Let's see, 3165. Cobbled deep slate. Let's get another 4 stacks and then process them here with the chisel. Just put them up there, click the brick, and retrieve. And there we have it. And we have a raid in the distance. Is that a raid? Whatever they're called. Let's go get them. Maybe hide behind a tree here. Arg. Arg. Oh, that's my face. That's gonna leave a mark. One of the nice things about this chisel mod is that you can then take your extra items and turn it back to cobbled deep slate, because I probably don't need a whole lot of extra laying around. I say that, and now I'm wondering, do I try and make the first part of the wall? We'll do a low, like, kind of a foundation extending up into the wall. And I think we're going to. Now, we're going to need some doors to this, and I haven't quite decided on where they're going to go. I think we're going to leave some space and then put in a double door. How about 3 tiles? We'll put in a double door there, and then we'll see what it looks like at the other end. Do the same. we'll just have to use our imagination. 3, and then knock those 2. And then I'll probably use 𝗏𝗏𝗃𝗏's bridges, I think it's called, to do a deck on the front. And yeah, I think that's a good size for our first, I mean, there's 3 of us that are going to be using it, and we're going to put some machinery in it. And yeah, it's time for bed. So next up, I need to get together enough stripped oak logs to make a go of things. So first of all, I think we're going to unchisel some of these, or maybe I'll turn these over to the cracked deep slate, and we'll turn these ones back to regular deep slate. I'm going to go through and add a few weathered bricks in there, here and there. Why don't I do that real quick? So here's what we're left with after that, and it's not too bad at all. I varied up the texture using the chisel mod, and then I baked some deep slate and made that into bricks as well. And it's okay. I'm not a huge fan of the textures or the cracked deep slate bricks, but in order to do anything else, we're going to need a mason's table. I'm not even sure we're going to get better blocks out of it. But yeah, in order to do that, we're going to have to go on an adventure. Right now, we're going to go on an adventure called Sleep. So I know that there is a river off to the west. So maybe we'll just take a little run out there with our horse. Where is that horse? There it is. And we're going to go for a little ride. And a river is in sight. Is it? Yes. Yes, I believe it is. All right, we made quick work of that. Excuse me, horse. And while we're here, we might as well get a little more. We have someone throwing these things at us. What is this? That, I don't like that. Let's not do that. Let's just get this clay and go. Ow. Go away. No. It's a drowned. It's a drowned with a trident. I don't like that. Nope. 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 Run away. Run away. He's too accurate. Oh, hey, clay. There he is. That's right. Get back in the water. Ow. Ow. Can't get close enough. There we go. Hey, is that... Wow, we got a trident. That's cool. It is when in main hand, 9 attack. It is so damaged. Alright, well, that's kind of fun. Let's head back home. So that was good. We managed to get a full 3.5 stacks of clay balls, and then I've got to turn one of these into a brick and use some iron, a crafting table, and then we should be good to make up some new variations of the blocks. And it seems it must rain on our parade today, or at least our building project. So we've replaced a large number of blocks with some variations, and I'm pleased with the effect, I guess. It works out. The, what is this, etched deep slate bricks turns out okay, but we have to bake deep slate in order to come up with that. So it's a slightly resource-consuming process, and I don't necessarily want to do all that. So that's where we'll call it on the foundation. There we are. There's the frame for the first floor done. The ground floor, if you prefer. I'm not sure if it's tall enough. I don't know. I don't know how I feel about that quite yet. I'm sure if I change my mind, I will hide that from you and just change it. Kind of like I did with these doors, which I'm also going back on a little bit now. I'm just going to put them more central and see how it goes. Yeah. Yeah, it's these processes of building, for me at least, tend to be a little bit of trial and error, see what I think looks right and proper and aesthetically pleasing. And yeah, it's a process. It's a process. There we are with the door placement. Now, given that it's a very wide building, I made that choice mostly because I want to be able to fit a bunch of machines in here down the road, at least for our personal crafting and storage needs, and maybe divide off a main storage room and main storage and crafting room and machine bays. So the roof is going to have to be, I don't know, something else. Either we run it with the peak on the ends, which could be fine, or maybe we do something crazy like we have a dormer out front and try and make it all look nice and pretty. I'm going to carry on with the walls here and see what we can come up with. My first choice for the upper floor flooring would probably have been spruce, but that's very, very, very far away. We are on a large biomes world, just so everyone knows. So yeah, we used a biome finder to have a look because honestly, we needed to vet the seed before we started into this, because stuff can be, yeah, ridiculously far away, which it is in this case. So we're not going to go get spruce anytime soon. So we're looking at dark oak, which was delivered by a friend. We've got a group of us here, and then a group of us. They're on the nether right now, but they're off over that way somewhere. So all just friends, private server, and it's going to remain that way for some time, in case anyone is curious. But yes, we'll get some stacks of dark oak and turn them into planks and see what we can come up with. It just struck me that we're seeing a lot of seeing what we can come up with. Yeah, idiosyncrasies and patterns of speech and all that. So we're getting a ceiling put into this, and I'm using dark oak slabs. Again, spruce would have been the choice. We tried cherry even, and it didn't look right. It looked really bad. Too pink. Nothing wrong with pink, but just wasn't really working. I'm not a... I feel like I'm repeating myself. I'm not a big fan of the dark oak, but we're running with it. We're running with it. Also, my buddy 𝘗𝘁𝘂𝘁𝘂𝗯𝗲 was putting in a basement somewhere with some lanterns up. It's not too shabby so far. I'm going to figure out where I'm going to put a staircase in here on one of these sides, or maybe double staircases going back up and into there. And then we could have a central bay for machinery with a service area in the back under the stairs, because we're going to need to run power. Yeah, I'm thinking that's going to come together. Now, some time has passed, and you can see I put on a deck here using Macaw's bridges, and put in a staircase, and of course we have the basement, which 𝘗𝘁𝘂𝘁𝘂𝗯𝗲 and I hollowed out. Not quite finished, but you can see it's largely coming together. Yeah, and I decided to move everything except for the enchanting station inside. Things are looking okay. not super fancy yet, and of course a lot of open space. We're going to throw some machines in here at some point, I think, hopefully. But one thing I do want to have for this build is glass, and unfortunately there's no sand really close to here. However, I do know that there is a desert somewhere off in this direction. So I think I'm going to grab my horse, which will magically teleport to me. Oh, look at it. There it is. And we'll take a ride through the tunnel that I finished as well this morning. This, oh yeah, manages to hurt you. But we go through a dripstone cave and out the other side of the mountain. Just a really great way of getting through the mountain quickly rather than over it, which was a laborious process. And I cleared this path through here so that we could just, yeah, we could just ride on through. I'm going to ride in third person view because it's dangerous to not to. And yeah, let's just snug around here, try and find our way to the east at some point here. See, there's caves everywhere. They'll get you. All right, let's ride on. Oh boy. That is a crevasse. Indeed. Look at this. These dripstone caves are insane. Let's just skirt around that. Oh, more horses. Oh, a village. That is a big one. Well, we are going to go loot some stuff out of that. Yes, we are. Something awful and wrong happened here. Oh, yes. But we don't mind taking the wool, do we? No, we do not. So with backpack filled to bursting, I decided it was really time to go get the sand that we came for. And so we left the village. We even found a singular piece of cactus that we should be able to grow many cacti out of, which is going to be really good for future crafting. On the rest of the return trip, I found one of these broken portals, which I looted everything I could from, including a golden block from up the top. So with all our supplies in hand, now I'm back home, and yeah, a few things have changed in here because it has been some time, but everything is nicely set up. And I decided I got kind of sidetracked on a tangent I decided that we needed blast furnaces to cook our glass, even though it's taking me that much longer to cook the smooth stone. My brain works in mysterious ways at times, so we're just waiting for that to be done. We'll convert these to blast furnaces, and we'll make a bunch of glass and windows, and I'll probably put some nice doors in here, too. Okay. You can't make glass in blast furnaces. Why? Well, I don't know the reason for that, but that's weird. Okay, fair enough. We got our glass cooking, and then we'll get some windows in this thing. All right, we have our glass. What does it take to make vertical frame glass? You just put it in the stone cutter. We have a framing saw, not a stone cutter. Oh my gosh, okay, well. What other options do we have? I was pretty sure there was an andesite glass. Is this it down here? Andesite window pane. Andesite window requires, just a glass surrounded by 3 andesite alloy. Not the best use of our andesite alloy right now, but I want to try it. So let's try some 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14. Maybe we're sticking with it just because I don't want to waste more materials just looking for the right window at this point in time. And I thought maybe of going with full-on blocks up there, but I think we're not going to. I think we'll just use panes up there too. Even though they don't match up with the doors, which does kind of bother me, but honestly I forget about it after a while, so it'll only come back to haunt me every now and then. It is sort of industrial, isn't it? I'm not sure how I feel about those, but I think we're going to live with it for the time being. So I guess it's about time I finished up the roof peaks and started to get a roof on this because I want to gauge the roof level before putting the walls in to there. Oh boy, look at that. There's a window pane there. So yeah, we're going to raise these peaks up a little higher and start the roof. That's going to be fun. I should have made, and maybe I still will. How much bamboo do we have? Not much, but I could plant the bamboo that we have, all 2 of it. No, we have 38 in there. Okay, let's plant a bunch of bamboo, and we'll be able to use that to make some scaffolding, which will help immensely with making those upper stories. So I've gone ahead and made a couple little changes there. I ended up raising the lower story ceiling by 1 block because I just like the way it looks better. And that kind of stretches out those windows. The only thing I'd say I don't really love about this whole setup, let me backpedal into place, is these doors. You can see they're not very tall, and the bridges tend to add a little bit of height here. So it you know, it makes the situation a little worse. You can see that little step there. But I don't know, it's all right. And I've been questioning a lot of things about the design. My gosh, my camera control. The cross beams that are just above my head a little bit there. Let me get my head in line with them right there. I'm questioning whether those need to exist. So there's a lot of choices to be made here on making the nicest looking thing. I'm going to leave them for now, and I'm going to start the roof. And for that, we have polished deep slate, bricks, and slabs. And I'm going to make my way up there and probably start at the peak. I think I'm going to start with a full brick at the top. And I should get on top of that full brick. We're going to want an overhang and build this in a crossways pattern. We're going to go across, and then we're going to go across there too. But yeah, let's build a roof. So some progress has definitely been made here. I have adjusted an awful lot. It's been hours, if I'm honest. I think the roof is fully done now. I'll take you up. It was a complicated affair, and I had to fix a lot of problems that I introduced by not being consistent. But it's here. It's done, and I think it's pretty great. Do we have any torches? Maybe we should put some torches up here, and there. So we don't have any beasties spawn. That would certainly rain on our parade. Third one back, I think I did all the way around. Yeah, we don't have a peak along the back here. It just slants right down. Yeah. Wonderful. See if we can find another solid block down here. And that should take care of it. I could, actually glass wouldn't help. I was thinking I could put some glass in the top with the framed mod, but I think this is fine. The roof should be lit up enough that we don't have to worry about it at this point. So coming up the stairs, this scaffolding really was, I don't know if a lifesaver. It probably caused me more hearts of health than it saved me, but it was certainly convenient in a lot of places. So we can just take that down now. I might leave that one up for access to the outside if I need it. From here, you know, I was thinking of putting in a loft. And I will probably do that. It's just I don't think it's necessary right now. What I'm going to do is just fill out the walls with the birch. A lot of the building is birch, which, you know, is just the way it's going to be, I guess. If it bugs me, I'll fix it, just like everything else. But yeah, I'm just going to get on with it and fill out these walls. Wow, words are hard. Okay, now that it's fully enclosed, I'm going to strategically place some windows, and I think I'll use FreeCam to get a look at things here. We could go with a similar layout, but I think we'll probably do either one big picture window per side here, or a couple of windows. I don't know. I'll figure it out. And there we have it, folks. I think we're done. At least with the exterior decoration, I'm quite happy with how things have turned out here. Let me go into FreeCam and have a little look around here. And yeah, I added quite a few details, and I'm pretty happy with the way things... Oh no. Oh no. We missed a thing. Okay, well, I'll have to throw the scaffold up there and fix that. But anyways, that's it for the build. And that's it for the episode. So again, thank you very much for watching. Please, any kind criticism you have, I'm happy to hear it. I will ask for this first episode that you consider liking and commenting, as it really does help the series as a whole. And I won't make it a habit of asking you all the darn time. All right. Thanks for watching, folks. Have a great rest of your day. I'll see you in the next one. Bye for now.